Hi, everybody. Welcome to the European Sex Party. Wow, really? You just hit the headphones against the microphone within like the first 30 seconds. You've already screwed up.
Yeah, Craig. How
Don't try to pass the bullet on Craig.
They don't know who made the sound. We could have just moved on. Maybe it was their radio.
Our amazing guest, filmmaker, Craig F. Watkins.
I was going to announce him.
Not that amazing.
I disagree.
I thought you were going to say I agree.
No.
I, for one, completely agree. The obnoxious radio host. I agree completely. We also have another guest, Kristin Archer from the I Heart Hamilton blog, whose mic is phallically pointed up in the air. Not to say this now, but point it to your face, Kristin.
It's good. I'm learning. It's good.
Can we say why you're here? You want to announce it?
Sure.
Wait, I guess I just put you on the spot completely. I don't know.
It's okay. I'm here to learn the ropes here, since I'll be joining the CFMU team with I Heart Hamilton, the radio show, in a couple weeks.
Awesome. Can't wait.
That will be great.
I'll be tuning in.
Time slot right before Hamilton Comedy Hour.
So this is like the best time slot ever now.
2 to 4.
2 to 4.
You can listen to now, yeah. Cool.
Show on after is good too, so, just always listen, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what we'll say. If you want to see me do some stand-up, I'm going to be doing some stuff tomorrow at the Spice Factory for a fundraiser to honor the life of Shiloh Hill. You guys are laughing, honestly. Really? That's not even funny. Who tragically lost her life this past summer was the next line. You guys are terrible. Are you serious? This isn't even funny. Don't even do this. You're laughing at that?
I was doing it off mic.
They could totally hear you.
I didn't mean to. It was not. I don't think it's funny that the.
I definitely don't think this is funny. But
if you want to hear me tell some jokes and then that follow up. That's got to.
No, I can't even say that's funny.
You just laughed.
Anyway, it's $5 at the door. It's 6 p.m. I will be respectful. It's at 121 Houston Street, North Hamilton. That was the best promotion for that ever, I guess. Wow,
that was an awkward start, guys.
We're already.
I know.
We're already onto a train wreck.
It's me. It's awkward every time I'm in the room.
Okay, we'll blame you.
No, that's not true.
I wish we could just go back in time and just start again.
Oh man, I say that a lot. I'd be Marty McFlying every day of my life. Let's redo that. If I could go back in time, I would never get anywhere because I'm indecisive, so I'd just keep going back to the same minuscule decisions. I'd be like, I should have gotten the turkey. I shouldn't have went with the ham. I'm going to go, Doc, get the DeLorean. I want the turkey.
I should have gone with the turkey. Oh, man.
That's all I really had on the time traveling bit. I don't know. I'd never get anywhere. My Netflix viewing would be really weird. I'd always be taking 4 minutes back just so I didn't watch like Orange is the New Black.
Is that show any good?
Not really.
No?
It's okay. I mean, I've watched I literally watched the first 4 minutes of it and turned it off and
really
just put on something. But I watch stupid things. Like I literally just watched I knocked out a few seasons of the Dick Van Dyke Show recently. So that's I have weird Netflix viewing habits. It's all over the map. My Little Pony, the Dick Van Dyke Show, Frasier for some reason.
Frasier's good though.
That's all right. So you've got The Store will be screening at the Hamilton Film Festival soon.
Monday, November 4th.
That's going to be awesome. And there's sort of a catch-22 with that. That's the last Store screening, am I right?
Yeah. That's going to be the end of that, I think. I'm ready to move on.
The Store is going to be...
Feels like everybody else is, too.
Retired. No, I love The Store. I'm a big advocate of it. But you can still get it online on your website. Yeah, you can still get it online
on Chill. If you go to Chill, it should be on the homepage there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And, just remember that not every movie stays in theaters forever. So it's sort of the same. It's lived its theater life, and now it's time to...
And it's
like over a year of doing the shows, almost once a month, and then there was a huge gap between the last one and the Brantford show. But whatever.
But I mean that's ending on a on a bang, the Brantford Comedy
definitely.
Festival.
That was awesome. It was a lot of fun.
And we talked to you before you kind of set out on this, and it seems like you've accomplished everything that you planned.
Yeah.
Like you wanted to take it to independently to and do shows.
And that's like we were talking about that before we started recording. That whole approach of like the DIY style, you know, and it's I actually made a profit off this movie, which is
that floors me, because most independent filmmakers are making a film. They think, okay, we just need to make our money back, dude. Like I sold my dad's car for this. I just need to make my money back. That's all I care about. You made your money back and then made a profit.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure if you say the word independent film and in like an investment firm, they throw you out into the street. Like
that's actually when Wall Street crashed. It actually wasn't Wall Street jumpers. It was just people that went in and tried to get them to invest in independent films. It's a little known fact.
And then 2008 financial crisis happened.
No independent films were being made. It's a weird part of the economy, independent films. You wouldn't. It's a seedy underbelly, but you wouldn't think it actually drives a lot of things. Advocate groups? No, it's just all invested in independent films. That's it.
It was like you know, I was like at a point where like I made one movie then, and you're doing the film festival thing where you're like spending all this money. It's like $40 every time you submit to a festival.
Yeah.
And I submitted to like tons and tons of festivals, and it was just like beating your head against the wall, right? And then I was like super frustrated, and I don't know, I think a lot of good things come out of frustration. And
my stand-up act.
Yeah. And so it was like revitalizing knowing that that's possible. That you can just like make a movie for super cheap, which over the years I've gotten good at, I guess, and release it yourself too, with like the power of the internet and, you know, just being tenacious about it. You can just go out there and release it yourself, and
definitely being tenacious about it, because we talked about this earlier too. Most films are made through a group. It's a group effort. There's a lot of people doing independent jobs, and there's a division of labor.
Yeah.
But when you're an independent filmmaker and you may not have those connections in the industry yet, you know, what they don't realize is that you have to take on every single role, act as writer, producer, you know, director, in order to make things happen.
Yeah, and like marketer. And you know, like all that stuff.
I mean, in writing the film, did you have a market that you really wanted to set out for? Like, did you go into it knowing the demographic of the market, or were you like, I want to produce a piece of art and I don't care about that?
Well, I kind of did, because like, you know, like that's this, like I've been doing stand up, right? Like I started as a filmmaker, then like started doing stand up. That's where I met you guys, and then like so I knew that the movie was like for a comedy club crowd. You know, like people who are going to go out to a comedy show will like this movie. And I knew from my past experiences of festivals is like festivals aren't going to like this because it's a weird length and it's raunch comedy, right?
Yeah. There's a lot of poop jokes.
Yeah.
And
it's violence and swearing and C-bombs are in there too, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
I kind of like, and I knew that like, there's like a thriving comedy crowd, right? That like, and the trick was just kind of fusing comedy with movie making, which having the cast all comedians and doing a stand-up show just seemed perfect, right? And that made the actual show 90 minutes, which was like a night out, you know?
Yeah, I love the hybrid idea of the show. Because it's I don't know why, just looking at Mayce made me laugh, but it's stand-up. It's stand-up. And then you get to watch the film, and then you have a Q&A after.
Yeah.
Which is like...
And those are fun.
Yeah, and if I want to... It's like, if I go to the movies to watch, I don't know, Transformers, I don't get to meet Michael Bay.
Yeah.
You know? It's cool to know... Like, I have questions about the movie.
Yeah.
It's cool to be able to ask the director of the film questions afterwards.
It's super awesome, and, like, that just adds tons of value to the shows, right? Where you can then, you know, you have, like, a better chance of selling tickets, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, and it's super awesome, too. I went to a screening in Toronto of this movie, and the director did a Q&A over Skype.
Oh, wow.
And then they projected Skype on the screen, and like they did a Q&A session, and like how cool is that? So that means
that is
like
awesome.
The potential there is like you could sit and do Q&As in different cities.
Yeah.
You know, that's amazing.
That is awesome.
And you know, if you're big enough to release your movie in different cities,
Yeah.
at the same time.
The future of video calling technology.
Yeah,
Welcome to the
like
future.
Star Trek.
Yeah.
It's here.
Now, was there anything that you learned doing it that you would change or do differently, or just something you would add that like you didn't think of this time?
From like for like a marketing perspective,
From marketing, or just the way you toured the show?
Yeah, like just little things. I think. I don't know, like just going through the process once, I feel like I'll have a better idea for next time. Yeah, and just like I know for sure I'm gonna get stuff ready more. Like and because there was a lot of like, oh my god, I need something to like post, you know, to promote the show, and there was a lot of like design work. I guess like you have to like design all those little things you're posting on Facebook and stuff like that, and it just takes up time. So like maybe before doing like a campaign, so to speak, you can sit back and kind of get everything ready first, and then you're not like rushing to get things done. And like, there's so many times when I'll put something out and it's got like a spelling mistake on it or something that I find a week later, you know. So yeah, just things like that. Yeah,
And that comes with the independent nature of it too, right? Because
Yeah.
you're still doing the design work to promote your own movie.
exactly. Yeah. So yeah, and that it just gets so time consuming doing everything. So.
And I think by now it's safe to say that most people who are listening have seen the store. Zach McDonald. What's going on down there?
Zach, you know, if you're lucky, you'll get naked for you.
He has gotten naked at store screenings.
Oh yeah. And that draws from the movie because there's like a scene in the movie where he's naked. I don't want to give anything away, but that happens. And then
That's actually the whole plot point of the movie.
It's awesome. And like the Hamilton Film Festival is coming up, and you know, definitely try to get out there. It's the whole first week of November, the store show, and some other comedy movies are going to be opening it up on the Monday. And then it goes all the way till Sunday, and there's like tons of local movies and tons of awesome international movies at Hamilton Film Festival.
Any other
It's like
flicks that
TIFF,
you would recommend, or
what's that?
Any other flicks that you would recommend people check out too, as well as the store?
The horror section. I got a couple of friends who have shorts there. There's like this guy does like you know, like those Mr. Grumpy and Mr. Happy kind of cartoons. This one friend of mine does like Mr. Sociopath and Mr. Psychopath or something like that, and like he's got like a whole series of them. So yeah, go check those out. My buddy Charlie's in that, and my friend Kyle's movie Follow is playing, and he let me do an advanced screening of it, and it's good. It actually freaked me out.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It was cool.
Is it a horror? Or?
Yeah, it was a horror. It was like a 14-minute horror short.
Wow.
That's impressive that it actually freaked you out, because a lot of the horror movies that I watch that are independent, I watch for the pure reason that they're cheesy, horrendous.
Yeah.
So do you know how this film festival is like organized? Is there nights where it's a certain type of movie?
Yeah. Usually, well, like for shorts, they'll put in like a block of shorts. Short comedies, short horror movies. And then there's like experimental, there's dramatic. He does a thing every year. Nathan Fleet, I'm talking about, the director of the festival. He does a thing every year. It started 5 years ago, I think, where he picks a filmmaker to do a movie that needs to be open-ended. And it needs to carry on from the movie before. So it's like a continuous I did one of them like a year or two ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It's really cool. Yeah, so it's like one continuous thing that just like goes bonkers.
So how many have there been?
I think this will be the 5th this year.
And sorry, how long each?
Like just 5 minutes, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's like 5-minute shorts.
That's
that
crazy,
all
though.
string together somehow. Yeah.
So eventually, do you think he'll ever like put them all together? And
he screens them every year, so it's going to get to the point where it's like super long. I don't know.
Cool.
And then there's a movie that I just watched the trailer for, and it's actually made by dudes in Hamilton. It's called Artless, and I saw the trailer for it. It's like a romance movie, but it just looks really good. I'm a sucker for romance movies, so I'm not going to lie. It's like the lamest thing about me, I think.
Like how like what kind of movie? You
The
gotta have
movie
like.
Punch Drunk Love is like one of my favorite movies.
That's not that bad.
I love that movie.
Like I thought you were talking like
like The
Valentine's
Notebook?
Day and like The Notebook. Yeah.
Oh yeah, give me a break. It's like not even real.
No, that's why it shocked me.
Like
because you more like you would like horror movies.
Yeah, nah, I'm not
School
really into
shooter
horror
movies.
movies.
Snuff films.
Snuff films.
Started out in Sex in the City too. He's watching.
School shooting movies. The Dirties was awesome.
Yeah, The Dirties. That's
We're in a school. I shouldn't say that. This is ridiculous.
No, but we're talking about a film, and
that was picked up by Kevin Smith's thing, and that was a great movie.
I've got that Smodcast loaded to listen to it. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith.
I'm going to
is
listen
so
to
fun.
that one too.
Also premiering today is Bad Grandpa, the Jackass movie.
Yeah, I haven't even seen the trailer for it.
Oh,
Not a
Yeah,
huge
I
fan of
about that.
Jackass either.
Really, not a huge fan of the Jackass.
Nah,
really?
I don't know why. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Kristen, are you a fan of Jackass?
Not overly, no.
Really?
It just seems like
Are we allowed to say Jackass?
It's the name
Too
of.
late now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've said it about
a lot.
15 times,
Yeah, I
so
know.
let's
That
hope
just
so.
throwing me off.
every time's a $15,000 fine.
So why don't you guys
Charge
like
it to the card. Yeah, well, how can you guys not like Jackass? It's so fun.
I don't know. I just I don't know why. Like it's just shock, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I just don't see any like I don't know. There's not like talent. I don't know. I don't know if that's the right word, but
I would say Johnny Knoxville has talent. I think Johnny Knoxville has a lot of talent.
for
Taking a hit gracefully. Yeah. Like getting hit by, like having the courage
yeah
to get
it's just
run over by a
craziness,
bull.
though, right? Yeah.
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 Kristen, why don't you like Jackass?
I don't know. I guess I haven't seen enough of it to know. Wasn't one of the stars here at Mac or something? Or
Yeah.
coming to
Bam-
Absinthe? Bam's
Bam
coming.
Margera.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What is it? A music show?
Yeah, he does.
He's coming to Absinthe? Right?
Oh, really?
Is it? I could be wrong.
I know
I should know.
I don't
Hamilton
know.
for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does he's in a band, I think, now. And he tours, he's just getting off a European tour. I don't know how I know that. I really
You
don't
know
how
everything
I know that.
about him. What's
I know
going on here?
everything about everything.
It's because you have a time machine.
I'm
That's
wise.
why.
I have all the time to just sit in the library and get mad at people for talking.
He just went back in time and looked up everything on BAM, and then came back at this time.
That's exactly, yeah.
We didn't even notice.
You got me.
Now you can tell there's a speck of turkey sandwich. Sure. I don't know. Like I agree. I don't think there's like artistic
Yeah.
integrity in the.
I don't know,
movies,
like,
but it's.
I
I
feel
think
like
it
it
is what it is. You think there's?
I
Like,
think
if
there's
I-
complete artistic
it getting.
integrity.
Like I feel like
Yeah.
it filmed me just like hitting Jordan in the head with a hammer right now. Like obviously that's people are gonna watch that. Obviously, right?
Yeah, I don't have a likability factor to me, so everybody kind of wants it to happen when they're watching any video with me. I would have a lot of hits if at the end of every video I posted, some crazy lunatic just came and hit me in the head with a hammer. Like a baseball bat. Something new every time. People would be like, everyone would skip forward though. I'd try to put lengthy intros with like advertisements and stuff so I can make money. Go to stamps.com. Alright, now I'm gonna go get hit with a baseball bat. Alright, bring in the bat. Alright.
That's amazing. Go to stamps.com. Oh yeah. I don't know. Like you see something like a show that people are freaking out about. You know, like a Breaking Bad or something. Like, that came from nothing in a person's brain, and like people are that obsessed about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When like clearly, if you like go jump off a highway bridge and
Yeah.
film it, people are gonna look at it, and it'll probably get the same response. But like people don't like, you know what I mean? I
Yeah,
don't know. I sound like a pretentious art loser right now.
I don't know. I have a different. I just have a weird opinion on it because I grew up like thinking the show was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Jackass, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to see. Yeah, I love Jackass. Jackass is a good show. I think we can say Jackass. It's the name of the
Yeah,
show,
yeah.
right?
I don't know. Yeah, it
Just
is.
say it really fast. Jackass.
Jesus. yeah, so I kind of grew up watching the show, and I thought all the movies were pretty funny, and it's mindless, but it makes me laugh. I can't deny that it makes me laugh really hard.
Yeah.
Right.
Same.
Yeah.
And I think, though, like you said, if anybody could just hit themselves in the face of the bat or whatever it was, which is true, anybody could do it, but I think... I don't know what it is about that group of people,
right.
but it seems like there's something more to it, where if I just was watching a bunch of other people do the same thing, I'd be like, this is a ripoff, which is stupid. But it wouldn't have the same
right. Because there was
entertainment value.
There was like dudes in England who kind of did that, right? There was like a British jackass.
Are you thinking the Dudesons?
Maybe.
They were from Iceland, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or Finland or something. They were from Finland.
Okay.
And
Scandinavian guys.
Yeah. And they were doing it before Jackass, but so was...
Oh, they were doing it before Jackass.
I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure they were on before Jackass. So was Tom Green, though, who did a lot of sort of the same things Jackass did. The shock camera.
That's very true.
Prank show.
So maybe it comes down to is the first thing of that I saw.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. I see what you're saying. There's like, they're funny as well as good at getting hurt. Yeah.
The cool thing about Jackass, though, is it didn't really... It grew out of, like, a skateboarding magazine.
Right.
And they were just doing, like, small videos for the skateboarding magazine, and then eventually they pitched the show to MTV, and it got picked up.
Yeah. I guess it's got, like... I guess you could consider it, like, extreme sports, too, right? Because those guys get hurt just as often and do crazy stunts like that with, like, those jumps and whatnot. Half pipes.
What sports do you watch? Those skip ropers, they're really getting injured a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Spraining a lot of ankles over there. Yeah, I don't know. So you are also the infamous director of Brandon's Apartment and the opening voice for Brandon's Apartment, by the way.
Live from downtown Hamilton.
There was people in the car that were like, I recognize that voice. I don't know from where, though. That soothing intro voice. Yeah. I feel like I'm on King and King again. So, you're the director of Brandon's Apartment.
Yeah.
And Brandon is somebody who calls in the show a lot. He's been on quite a few times, and he's... So,
I thought he was going to call.
That'd be great.
Oh, no.
He's not listening
at
all. He calls in every week. Never listens.
At 3:30 every week, never tunes in. He's something of a character. Never has anything to say. We always have to remind him to promote Brandon's Apartment as well. Like, he'll just come on and be like, hey, what's up? How are you guys? Hey, Jordan, you get that thing fixed that you were telling me about the other day? It's like, dude, we're on the radio, so let's not talk about my wiener. But, so you have to have some odd stories of Brandon.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I'm so on the spot now.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I should have said before. Obviously, no one
have to, Craig. Otherwise, leave.
Otherwise, we're going to sit here in silence.
People are like, we prefer the second option. Please sit there in silence. I would rather listen to that.
Imagine there was people listening who just hated this. They're just like, when is this going to end? Even though they can just change the station.
I remember the good old days when the Hamilton Comedy Hour was only half an hour. It was better then. Less is more with that show.
Who gave this kid another half hour?
What, are they just handing out half hours over there? The guy that gets mad about the half hours.
Oh, God. Brando's Apartment's fun to shoot, you know?
I've had some great times shooting Brandon's Apartment.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty silly.
I like even being... I actually don't know. I think I like being on the cast more than the actual... Or no, the crew more than the cast of Brandon's Apartment.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It's so... Yeah.
Like, the last episode that I helped out with, I was holding the boom mic for the Megan Pettit episode.
Oh, that's going to be a doozy.
I, literally had a hard time containing my laughter while I was holding the boom mic, throughout the episode. So.
I know that's going to be the one that my girlfriend walks in on me editing, too. With Brandon's face in her.
Yeah. It gets pretty risque.
Yeah, what you editing? Cover it up now. It's going to be fine. I'll just explain it. It's going to be awkward, though.
Yeah, it's a very sexually charged episode of Brandon's Apartment, but it's so funny.
The first female guest, too.
How many episodes does he have? Do you guys have recorded that haven't dropped yet?
Right now, we're going skin of our teeth. once a week we're like filming and editing.
Oh, okay.
Well, sometimes I try to keep up, but
So what's dropping next?
the Megan edit one will be
dropping. I don't know. Isn't that the term?
Hey, so what's
PR
dropping
team?
next? This is Mayce the Kid on Fresh FM.
Yeah, it's the Megan one is dropping next. Dropping.
Yeah.
Not dropping.
See that.
Yeah.
And the Izzy one came out today, the Izzy Camiso one, another good friend of the show.
That is pretty great. My favorite line in that, I think, was Angelo Nasso going, "That's not all I did in Mexico. I also swam with whale sharks."
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say something else.
Oh, no.
Because that actually, I had a moment of panic right there because I was like, is he going to say, because
I
the
got
beginning of the
paranoid
episode.
about saying jackass. I was going to talk about the
good point.
fellatio.
This is the most
so.
risque episode of Brandon's Apartment yet. It's almost like Brandon's Apartment used to be on at 9, but now they're on at 12, so they can kind of have the softcore pornography in it. That's what they've resorted to for ratings. His PR team was like, "No, dude, you need sex appeal." Well, we got Angelo Nasso.
We need to expand our female audience here.
All of a sudden, his PR guy's Don King.
I don't know why. That's my go-to voice right there. Just the smoking New Yorker guy.
We need to get him from the outside.
What are we doing here?
We need to get him from the outside. I don't even know what that means. That was weird.
I know what it means, man. Oh, man, yeah, that one was a lot of fun. I was laughing quite hard while shooting that one.
The
Megan one.
Oh,
yeah. But yeah, Brandon, if you're listening, I do have a message for you. Can you change the description on YouTube, please? It still says like -final02 blah blah blah, and I totally spelled Izzy's name wrong. Sorry, buddy. Can you go in and fix? I was expecting Brandon to fill in the blanks there.
So
He's
And
quality
that was your
control.
error.
He's the
That is...
See,
he's
like we were
QC, man.
talking about earlier when it was like, being an independent artist, you got to focus on all these things. Brandon's has a team, and he's still just throwing it up with his open mouth, breathing on his couch, just throwing up the episode carelessly. Like, I'm so neurotic about things like that. I don't think I ever could just throw an episode up like that. I would definitely make sure that the title was.
Yeah.
That's Brandon, though.
I always find spelling mistakes like a week later, though, and I'm like, damn it. And I'll proofread over and over again, but I just miss that one word.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. It takes the dark turn. Now we're going to get it. Why do you feel stupid, Craig?
Yeah, Brandon's Apartment is really fun to make.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be... Brandon's Apartment has got to be an interesting... I've been on the crew a bunch.
Yeah.
It's always an interesting experience.
I was only there for the first 3, but every other one that I saw was...
That's crazy. We only do one a shoot now.
Yeah, well, the first 3 was a 8-hour block, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was 8 hours.
And I did it after working an 8-hour block.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I was a wee bit tired.
And it was just burning hot because I don't think anybody...
Oh, God.
We hadn't
That
really
one?
discovered the idea of turning the high-powered lights off yet,
Yeah.
in between takes, so we just left them on because it made Brandon's Apartment not look depressing. We were all using them as seasonal mood lights, to be fair.
The one with Paul Boychuk. If you watch that again, you can see them dripping sweat in the video for sure. Brandon's he's got the V stain on his chest for sure. It was so hot.
Yeah.
And then you go to the washroom, you have to cut through his room, which he has the air conditioner blasting with the door shut.
Yeah.
I'm just Jesus. And we moved this to the window.
It's not even it's that hard because I helped him put that air conditioner in. You literally lift it up and then actually, you know what? I want to rephrase that. I put that air conditioner in. Because Brandon is the nicest guy in the entire world, but he's this type of guy, and this definitely says something about your character. Not a bad thing, but he's the type of guy that, say he's carrying one thing that's really heavy, and then one thing that's kind of light, and then you offer him a hand, he hands you the heavy one. That's Brandon.
He's just thinking ahead.
Yeah, he's always thinking ahead. He has
he has more important things to focus on, like the Brandon's apartment monologue.
Why hasn't he called yet?
I don't know. I'm waiting. I'm actually checking the phone.
He honestly doesn't listen.
He doesn't listen. He'll say like, "Yeah, I was tuned in," and then just
there's always an excuse.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a rat race here. You mean you're watching Rat Race on Netflix? There's a difference. All right, this might be him actually. CFMU, you're on the air.
Hey, it's Brandon Sobel.
Do I have to listen?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
Oh, you're not chasing the dream.
Wait a minute. Is this Brandon?
Yeah, it's Brandon.
It's
I
Brandon.
just woke up. I was playing.
No, this is.
It's Izzy.
So how are you doing, Brandon?
Oh, pretty good.
What are you doing, Brandon?
I'm playing Call of Duty on the couch.
All right, checks out.
Yeah.
Foolproof.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was busy. My press, the guy that does my press said that I had to call in, so I just figured once I got my KD up, I'd call in.
Sorry about the name thing, buddy. I missed one of the M's. But it's Brandon's fault. I blame him wholeheartedly.
Izzy Camiso, everybody.
Hey.
Oh, wow. You didn't even get a good clap. Nobody wanted to clap for you,
I have
Izzy.
to hold this thing in order to hear him. You got a faulty wire here.
It's not the finest studio you've ever seen, but that's the trick. Izzy hosts comedy at Kaylee House every Monday night.
Yeah, I do. Everyone should come next week. We're going to be doing it upstairs.
Oh, cool.
Sweet.
Yeah. I've been saying it for a while, but it's actually happening this week, so it'll be pretty fun.
It's been fun recently. There've been good crowds. Are you going to come out?
Yeah, I want to. I just...
Mm-hmm. You should.
I will. What? Yeah, I'll come out this Monday at 9. Is it?
It starts at 9 o'clock.
Okay, I will. I'll come out.
Angry you looked, holding the wire, the headphones on. I will come out.
All right,
I will.
come out.
I will.
All
I'm
right?
getting it. All right? Stop pestering me. I'll come out.
I do want to come. I do, and I just like every Monday. I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah,
I'm just such a blob sometimes
Yeah, me too.
of mashed potatoes.
I want that to be my new catchphrase, which is weird that you bring that. That's mashed potatoes. I want to get a more urban audience.
Want a catchphrase? That's the best part of it.
I do. I need a catchphrase. My mind's warped from just watching sitcoms.
Now, would you give us an example of the context you would use? That's mashed potatoes.
Kristin doesn't like Jackass. That's mashed potatoes.
Okay, now from your act.
For my act,
Yeah.
pooped on the rug when I was 15. That's mashed potatoes.
Brilliant.
I love how you say it like all depressed. I pooped on the carpet when I was 15. That's mashed potatoes!
You can't have a catchphrase that's not like depressing. You can't do. You got to be upbeat. It's got to make people feel good. People want to say your
What
catchphrase.
about
That's what makes a catch on.
Ain't got no respect?
Like Rodney
That's
Dangerfield.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that is a
Possibly.
catchphrase, I guess.
The most famous comedian catchphrase.
Yeah.
I would
other
say
than Shucky Ducky.
I would say "Get her done" is the most famous
That's
comedian
true.
catchphrase.
Get her... Oh, that's...
Get her done.
Get her done.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Get her
Nothing
done.
against the comedian, but it's just annoying. Just saying.
Get her done. Yeah, well, it's kind
Are
of.
you trying not to burn any bridges or something?
Yeah. I'm hoping to open for Larry the Cable Guy.
You guys would fit so well together.
I forgot Izzy was on the phone.
Oh, yeah.
You still there, buddy?
That's mashed potatoes.
I don't think he's there.
Is he?
Was he?
Was he even there to begin with?
Is he? I don't know.
I'm taking these headphones off.
Good call. He's gone. Yeah, I don't know. Mashed potatoes. That's mashed potatoes. That's mashed potatoes. That's cool.
Gotta say it with the head bob, though.
The head
That's
bob.
what makes
They
it.
can't see it at home, but there's a head bob and a
is a
finger
dark
snap.
Yeah.
That's mashed potatoes.
Can you try a depressing version of it? So do the line, the poo on the rug.
Okay. I pooed on my rug when I was 15. Now that's mashed potatoes.
I like it.
Is that good?
Yeah, that was great. Thank you. It's very entertaining.
You should say it really quick. And that's mashed potatoes. And next joke.
What's the deal with hooligans? That's mashed potatoes. Next joke.
A guy who's like ashamed of having a catchphrase, but still does it.
It's like, it's mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes. But anyways,
She was
Sorry,
like
they
a
make me say
domineering wife who's like, you gotta do the catchphrase. All right, I'll do it. I'll do the catch. Oh, all right, do it. All right, so what's the deal with airline food? That's mashed potatoes, am I right? Anyway.
he wants to do like biting social commentary, like feeling like, this world is corrupt. It's mashed potatoes.
Quark here. This world's so corrupt. That's mashed potatoes.
That's your biting social commentary.
Yeah,
the world is so corrupt.
Hey, man.
The world is so corrupt. I hate it.
That's about as much of a social commentary that Russell Brand gave in his last interview.
Yeah.
Everybody's loving that.
I never saw it. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Did you like it, Mayce? What did you think of it?
I don't know. I thought there were some good ideas.
Let me just give some context real quick.
Yeah.
It's a video of a comedian, Russell Brand. It went viral this week. He did an interview with BBC Night News' Jeremy Paxman. So basically, I've seen like a lot of websites have been posting this. A lot of people have been posting it on their personal Facebook pages, on Twitter and stuff. It's just this video of him like I don't know. I guess he says he's looking for alternative political systems in the video, but he's really vague about everything. Did you find that, Mayce?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's overly vague, and it's like cool that he's drawing attention to it, and I think that aspect of it is good. But like, I don't know if it's like revolutionary. He never gave like a way to start a revolution.
Yeah.
You know, when John Lennon laid in bed for a week for peace, it's like it's useless.
Oh, I so want to do that.
I would love yeah.
I'd so do that.
For peace.
Yeah. Call it whatever you want. I'll do it for war.
Like, I don't know. He raises some good points about in the video about like how we need to stop ruining the environment. That's great. I agree with you. We do. Well, I do some terrible things, but
he just threw a pop can in the garbage, not in recycling.
Which is actually a huge progress for me.
Usually he buries it.
Like, I don't get the difference between the side of the road and the dump. But yeah, he said he's looking for a solution to environmental problems. That's great. Yeah, a lot of people are worried about the environment. Let's actually come up with the solution, and then I'll be like, wow, this guy's brilliant. Mm-hmm. But just saying that there's a problem, I mean, yeah, we kind of know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we live in a world where people don't believe in global warming. I don't know what just happened.
It's the underground bomb shelter down here.
Sweet.
I just kicked this door accidentally.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, you were saying?
Yeah, you know, like people, like there's people out there who like don't believe in global warming. Like it's like
I don't.
It's like God or something. You know?
Yeah, I don't believe in global warming.
What do you mean you don't believe in it?
I don't believe in it, and you can't tell me
if
nothing.
You don't believe in it, then that doesn't mean it's not going to happen.
It ain't happening. God won't let it.
Like environment. Yeah, like I don't know, and like. If you like, there's like people that if you bring up the environment, they will like, "What are you, goddamn hippie?"
Not buying it, hippie.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I mean, I guess bringing some attention to it is a good thing. But
yeah.
I mean, like, there is no. I don't know. Like, there's not gonna one man is not gonna find the solution to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean...
I never saw this interview, so I don't even have any...
No, I get that one man can't find the solution, and that's why it's not like I don't hate him for the video. Like, I don't find him, like, to be... At first I did. I was like, this guy's kind of annoying. And then I watched it again, and it sort of changed my opinion on it, and I was like, yeah, he's trying to raise awareness for the problems. He's not raising solutions, so I'm not super impressed. But I am impressed in the fact that at least he took his interview, instead of talking about himself... He did talk about some problems that maybe did raise awareness, especially people are posting the video like crazy. More people are seeing the video. Maybe it actually does raise awareness for the cause.
Does the interviewer bring up the fact that he's being vague?
Yeah. Yeah.
He does?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, but he also, the interviewer, I thought was a little like unfair and wasn't making that strong points himself. He just kept repeating the same thing. He like berated him for not voting and saying like, how can we take any of your political views then if you don't vote? And he just kept saying that over and over.
Yeah. I mean, voting in, like, for the president?
Yeah.
Like, what did he not? That's
He's
why he
never
didn't
voted.
vote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's British too, right? Can he vote?
Well, he can
For the
vote
president?
Oh wait, I don't know how.
Yeah, because he's probably
Like, you can't vote.
He's
You can't-
probably
Queen.
I don't. He probably has a citizenship, but I mean, I don't know. Like, or is he talking about the British Prime Minister when he said he doesn't vote?
I
would imagine both.
assumed, yeah.
Okay.
Just whatever we could possibly vote for.
I mean, in America, you have like
We've done no research.
It's been brought to the table before, and it's brought to the table again. We did not research this properly.
in America though, it comes down to like two people.
Yeah. Well, that's
And I mean, like the people like in Canada, we have several parties, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I
I mean-
party all the time.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. I want to though.
Sits at his house debating which sandwich to eat.
Then eating one
wish
and
I
going
had
back
Gotta
in
go
time.
back in time.
Going back in time, getting some Tums, and then eating another one.
Oh, I should have taken a Tums before I ate the sandwich.
Trying to even second guess the time. He'd be like, I should have had the other sandwich. Travel back in time and then get there. Be like, listen, don't. Actually, you know what? No, that was a pretty good sandwich. Do what you're gonna do.
I'm pretty sure the world is on the brink of collapse because of this. The space-time
You
continuum.
guys don't
is
know
about
this,
to
but I was
break.
stuck in that exact conundrum for 60 years.
There's just like 4,000 of them debating.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you want? I don't know. Don't look at me. Why are you looking at me? Learn to drive.
And then the original Jordan, like he just shoots them in the head and buries them in his shed in his backyard.
There's another
After he
one.
dies, people are going to dig up like 50 million Jordans.
It becomes a fight because there's like a couple hundred of them and only one sandwich.
Excuse me.
But yeah, you're saying about the parties, the multiple parties.
So, like,
And where they at?
I'm just trying to
Raise the roof.
I'm trying to deconstruct whether or not voting should say that your political opinions aren't valid.
I don't think so.
Listen, I vote all the time for my right to party.
I love how you bring this up.
And he's saying that that interview had no artistic integrity, no political, intellectual integrity.
You know me, I'm
that's
shallow,
It should go
hollow.
viral.
Yeah, I'm shallow, I'm hollow, and I just watch sitcoms. I don't have any intellectual integrity. I will admit that, but I do think I have emotional integrity, and I like to party.
And then say, I love you, man, at the end of the night when you're drunk. Yeah,
yeah.
That's emotional integrity.
I love you, dude. No, you don't even know. So you're talking about parties and
voting.
Yeah.
and partisan
I don't even want
parties.
to go on.
I want you to go on.
I'll stop. It's not funny
don't
anymore.
stop.
I'll stop. It's funny.
Well,
It's not
I
funny.
said my case. Like, if you refuse to choose between Dumb and Dumber, does that not make your political opinions valid if you refuse to vote? You know, because sometimes that's what it is. It's like you're voting for Jim Carrey or Jeff Daniels. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
I mean, I like Jim Carrey. So I guess I'd probably vote for Jim Carrey.
I was talking about the characters in Dumb and Dumber. Jesus.
I think he actually made a great point about not voting, which is that they're like the choices that we have. Neither of them, or what, they're not going to. There's not one that's going to change a lot. So if just a bunch of people stop voting, I think it creates an incentive for some politician to come along and try to get them to vote.
Yeah.
Try to do something to motivate those people to vote, because then you're actually dealing with like somebody trying to make real change.
Yeah, that is a valid point right there. And like, I totally lost what I was going to say. I had something, but it's gone now.
Did it have to deal with parties?
Probably.
Hey.
We should get some Jaeger bombs
Let
up
Jordan
in here.
handle the party.
I'll handle the party here.
That is a good point. I guess don't know, I've heard this argument made with Canada voting system is like, we have like the Green Party and the NDP and the Liberals, and there's like the Conservative Party. So it's like your Liberal vote is being split up three different ways, which and all the Conservative votes are going to the Conservative Party. So I mean that's another thing too. And then that's what I was going to say. There's like in America, there's like corruption with voting too, right? Like like these guys they'll say in like a poor neighborhood or something where people have to like take the bus to go vote. They'll like move where you have to vote at the last second. And then like people like take this bus to go here, and then it's like over there, and by the time they get there, it's like
no way.
Yeah, totally. There's things like that going on, and it's totally corrupt. Everything's corrupt. If it's in America, it's corrupt.
The world is
sure.
mashed potatoes.
Yeah,
man.
I'm telling you,
all corrupt.
This is biting social commentary. The world is so corrupt.
So like you get on a bus. A party bus, you're partying it up.
Clearly, it's a party bus. There's Jaeger bombs everywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy,
so there's
got to
be some shady shenanigans going on in between. I think I would want to keep the party going. They'd be like, sorry, you can't vote here. You got to go to the next town over. I'd be like, hey, that's mashed potatoes. Let's keep this party rolling.
Oh, I love your catchphrase,
It's
Jordan.
amazing, yeah.
Thank you. Finally, my crowd.
Said no one ever in a bar.
Well, yeah, it's not the crowd I'm going for. I'm going for like
church
I'm going
material.
for like the meta party crowd.
Yeah, the too cool to party.
Speaking of too cool to party,
I am that.
How late did you guys trick or treat? How late?
When I was a kid, or like
like
last
how
year?
old were you?
Yeah, I bet you like got the date wrong and went trick or treating last night. And he's like, nobody was out. Did I go too late?
Yeah. I like to start at like. I don't get there too early. I hit it like midnight, 12:30.
I like to hit it at like I don't know, like 8 p.m. on the October 26th.
I like to get in early.
Bring a different costume every time.
It's just.
I wish I was younger so that I could. I'm actually I got to get in my time machine. I'm going to go back to Halloween 1998. I'm going to go to somebody's house. I'm going to knock on the door, and then I'm gonna be in a costume, probably a spider, because I went as a spider a couple times when I was a kid. It was adorable. Relax, Kristin. And then I'm gonna like look at them. I'm gonna study their face. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna get an exact replica of their face. I'm gonna trick or treat with the dressed as them in the exact same clothing, and never explain the story to them because they're gonna take the mask off and be freaked out. But I'll just be like, I don't know. I just wanted to be like you.
Oh, that would be amazing.
But
this
how
guy
late did
manages to wield time travel and he uses it to do some pranks?
You really have to understand time travel to get me. It's mashed potatoes. How late did you guys trick or treat?
Probably like 9.
Yeah.
I'd say 9.
9?
To end trick or treat?
To end.
Yeah, like how long, like how old were you? Were you too old?
Oh.
Did anybody
what
here do the
age?
too old? Yeah.
I thought you meant like what time did we stop?
When it gets
Yes,
dark,
I
kind of.
should
Call
have.
it a
When
night.
the street lights came on.
Wait, my parents didn't let me out until it was dark. When I grew up white trash, it was a totally different thing. You didn't get candy, you just got Oxycontin.
Bring it home to mommy.
Oxycontin, teeth, and cigarette butts. It was really unfortunate. Everyone just wore a garbage bag. It was kind of like cult-like.
That's awesome.
What age were you guys when you stopped? Anybody here too old?
I stopped pretty young. I wasn't. It's humiliating. Really.
It is.
It is. You're
Yeah.
going and mooching candy off people.
That I completely disagree with.
Mace?
Mace can still pull it off.
I
Yeah.
still trick or treat.
I bet you could. Yeah.
But that was because when I was 12, my sister had a kid, so I've been able to just trick or treat with him. Like,
Nice.
I'm taking my nephew, but
Nice,
I
nice.
bring a pillowcase. And
Yeah.
Do you really?
yeah.
You still trick or treat?
I still trick or. Why not? I'm going door to door anyways. I like Halloween is my favorite
most
holiday.
amazing thing I've ever heard. I brought this question up and didn't know that you still trick or treat.
That was a mistake on your part. You should have known.
That's amazing. I can't believe. Has anybody ever been like, you're clearly too old for
I'm
this?
there with my nephew.
Yeah, but it's like, then I'll give your nephew candy, not
So
you.
when they go and they like, is there ever a time when they like take a handful of candy and put it into your nephew's thing, and then they're like, okay, see ya, and you're like,
Yes.
oh wait,
almost every door.
And you like give them puppy dog eyes,
Yeah.
like, oh, but me.
You just gotta hold it out at the same time as them.
Okay.
Because then they can't.
Right.
They have to confront you to not give you candy, and
Right.
it's easier to just give a couple pieces of candy than going, no, I'm
Right,
not, and
yeah,
have an
yeah,
argument
yeah.
I think I'd
Yeah,
confront
exactly.
you.
with a 19-year-old dressed in a 4-year-old Superman costume.
It still fits perfectly.
My mom texted in and said, Jordan, don't be jealous. You caught me, Mom. I just want to go trick-or-treating. I quit at an early age because I was like, I thought I'd never want to get the question, are you kind of old for this? Because I thought that would be the most embarrassing thing in the world.
Yeah.
You still trick-or-treat.
Yeah. I didn't even really think about how weird that was until right now.
Yeah.
Do you dress up?
I couldn't do
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have to.
Halloween is my favorite holiday.
Yeah, I agree. It's an amazing holiday, but what are you going as this year?
I can't tell you.
Oh, just tell me.
No, I said it'd be a secret.
You're going to be Jordan's face with a
I
mask.
That reminds me, can I use your time machine?
Yeah, it's that turkey sandwich on the couch.
Turkey sandwich is the time machine.
It just ends up in the future covered in mayonnaise.
You just see like an arm come out of it, then he crawls out into the new time.
It's the best when somebody's in the process of eating it. Full hand in their mouth trying to come. The future feels weird.
Oh man, this is good.
You're really not going
Good
to tell
way
us
to
what
say
you're going to be for Halloween?
No.
This is the last episode before Halloween, and I don't even know if I'm doing anything for Halloween. Can I come trick-or-treating?
Yes, I invited you, I thought.
I was gonna say you could probably pull it off.
Did I not invite you to come?
No.
Well, I was meaning to. Anyone can come. It's a
Yeah,
holiday.
I'm gonna skip
where,
that.
but yeah, I was specifically.
All right, I'm going to come trick-or-treating.
I don't
Hey,
even.
I'm going to tell people what I'm going to be, though.
It's so funny.
What are you going to be?
Oh, sorry. I
No.
haven't even handed out candy in the last, 3 years. I am just not caring about Halloween.
You're a Halloween Scrooge.
I am Halloween Scrooge.
See, I don't
proud.
think I would hand out candy either.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, you're too busy trick or treating.
Yeah, what are you going to
Why
hand
would I
out? The
hand
candy
it out when I
you
could
trick-or-treated?
go get it? But, yeah, I love, I'll watch movies and just turn the lights off and ignore the door.
Nice.
It's my Halloween.
Come on, man. It's joy. It's cool, though.
I don't know.
No, I get it completely. I don't understand why anyone does it.
Yeah. It's
That's why I love it so much. It's just amazes me every
Yeah.
time.
How much of a bummer was it when you were a kid and you banged on the door
Yeah.
and nobody answered? And you were like, I see you in there! You're totally in there! And
Yeah,
then they
that did
come to the
suck.
door and they're like, yeah, here's an apple. You need to download.
Please stop knocking on my door. What were you going to be, though? What did you say you were going to be?
I think I'm going to be Andrew Dice Clay.
That's awesome.
I think so. Actually,
great.
I don't know if I have the hair. I don't have the hair for it anymore, I guess. I shaved my
Get
hair.
away. He doesn't have any hair now either.
Yeah, it's like, I'm balding. I haven't
was
been
thinking-
smoking cigarettes on stage for 20 years with no effect. Doesn't sound like Clay at all.
I was thinking of going as Walter White just because I don't really have to do anything.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you should do that. What about you, Kristin? Are you going up for Halloween?
Not on Halloween night, but maybe this weekend probably.
Halloween night, you going to party?
We'll just follow Mayce around and with our pillowcases.
It's a good call. It's a good call. I think we're all going to do that.
I'm gonna go trick or treating with you just to ruin your chances.
Why?
I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do it. I would never
say
do that
what?
to you. I won't deny you can. Just stand beside you and just be like, I'm buddies with this guy. Me and him, we went to high school together.
Then we get Donnie
got that
Coy on the other
Webster's
side of you.
Or Dan. Dan
Dan
Peters. Yeah.
Peters. Let's take Dan trick or
Donnie
treating.
Coy doesn't pee himself and just goes as sober.
It's so funny because Dan is sober.
Yeah.
He doesn't drink.
No, I said Donnie.
Oh. Okay.
It's
Sorry,
okay.
guys.
It's okay.
Ruined everything.
No worries. All right, everybody, that's our time for this evening.
I'm going out on me screwing that joke up. That's
Don't
awesome.
worry. There have been so many episodes we've gone out on Jordan and I screwing it up for the whole hour. So
Actually, this is pretty much the first one I've ever felt good about.
yeah,
So-
we should stop talking before we screw it up.
Okay, quick, it's over. Goodbye. I'm just kidding.
All right, everybody.
See, look at that.
That's mashed potatoes. You got to end on that.
Actually, you know what? Bravo, Kristin. That is mashed potatoes.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to be a